Guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my top favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2016. I really wanted to do this video because these are the eyeshadow palettes that have been my ride or die throughout this year, that I have taken on my trip out to California with, and I just absolutely love them. I wear them on a daily basis, so these are the top 5 that I keep in my little rotation of eyeshadow palettes that I just can't live without. So if you want to see what my top 5 are, then please keep watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you're subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. First palette is going to be, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. It is so gorgeous. It is completely matte. I feel like this is a palette that everyone needs or should have in their collection. I feel like this is just a great all matte shadow palette. It is so incredibly pigmented for matte also. Like, honestly, I have never found a matte palette like this that is so incredibly pigmented, and none of the shades get all muddied together. You can actually create a very nice, amazing smooth look with this, and all of the shades just blend out so nicely, so smoothly. I feel like everybody just needs to have this palette. Even if you aren't really into using like all of the darker shades, these shades right here are perfect just to kind of throw in your crease. I wear this little section right here all the time because it just adds such a nice dimension into the crease, and it's not overpowering, but yet you can still make this palette very nighttime appropriate too if you want. Like, you have the matte black here and everything, so definitely a must-have in your collection if you don't have it already. Alright, these next two aren't probably going to come as much of a shock, but these two palettes I absolutely have been living for this year. These are both a limited edition from Anastasia, and I know I don't like mentioning limited edition things on my channel just because it's very hard to get your hands on it once it's away. I know both of these you can still get your hands on depending on where you get them from, but these two I have absolutely been loving. I'm going to talk about this one first since this one did come out first. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. Take that out. And that's what it looks like. I'm sure everyone has seen this already. I love this palette because I don't, believe it or not, I don't have anything like this palette in my collection. It has so many just plums and reds in it that I don't really gravitate towards them. I'm more of like a neutral type of eyeshadow wearer, but I absolutely love this palette. It still has some nice neutrals, your shimmers and everything, your transition shades. It has everything in this palette that you absolutely need to create a very cohesive eye look, and I love this for especially this time of year. I feel like it's very fall appropriate, yet you can still transition it into the holidays and still make a really nice, gorgeous, like red gold holiday eye with it and everything. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. Anastasia makes one of my favorite formula of shadows. I feel like their metallics here, oh, they are just spot on. They have, in my opinion, the best metallics I have ever come across. No fallout. They just pack right onto the lid. You can tell it's a metallic. They have, hands down, absolutely my favorite formula for a metallic shadow ever, hands down. I know you can still get this palette in some stores and websites. I know I have seen it in stores here and there at Ulta's, some at Sephora's. I'm not sure if you can still get it on the website, but if you can, I'll link it down below for you guys in the description. That way you guys can kind of get your hands on it. The next palette that I want to talk about, this is again also from Anastasia. This is the Master Palette by Mario. This just came out, I want to say in October it came out. Oh my gosh, absolutely, again, absolutely love this palette. It's really different, I feel like, from any other palettes that I own. Yes, I own a lot of neutrals and everything and things like that, and I own a lot of metallics, but again, with the formulas in this, it is just so spot on. It was a little bit more expensive compared to like the Modern Renaissance palette or like their self-made palette when they first released, but I also think because it has a bigger name on it, like Mario's name, that it's a little bit pricier. But honestly, I do not mind spending it because this palette is gorgeous. Now, it is a little bit more different than your traditional eyeshadow palette. Yes, you have all the colors in it to create a very nice cohesive look, but the thing with this palette is it's not made, in my opinion, to create a dramatic full smoky eye with it. Yes, you could certainly achieve it, but I think you would need other shadows to come into play with it, because the only mattes that you're getting are those three right down there, and they make gorgeous transition shades and just shades to kind of just pop in the crease. Now, my favorite thing to do, which is what I'm currently wearing on my eyes today, and I want to do a tutorial on it for you guys, is I'm wearing some of these matte shadows, and then I think it was Kim that I popped on my lid. Now, these metallics, I don't even want to necessarily say they're metallics, they're more of like a shimmer. They aren't necessarily the same metallics that you would find in your Modern Renaissance palette, in my opinion. These metallics almost make the lid look like they're wet. Almost. They're not bam, in your face, shimmer, like they are just something completely different, but yet they are still so pigmented, just like the true Anastasia formula. But it's just something about the way the shadows lay, or the way that they're formulated on the lid. It almost gives it your lids just kind of like a glisten or a subtle, like it looks like there's something on there, but it's kind of wet or something. Like it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette so much. So, and then you're getting more of like a charcoal gray navy blue color right in there, so you can definitely pop this in like the outer corners and make it a little bit more dramatic if you like. But this is a great everyday palette. I would not use this to create a crazy dramatic going out look. I love wearing this on a day-to-day basis where I just want to feel pretty, you know what I mean? I don't want to go for like a super dramatic look. I just want something easy. My next palette that I am absolutely loving is, this is the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. Now, everyone and their brother, oh, there's glitter in here, has heard about this palette. This palette has been blown up since Jaclyn Hill mentioned it, since Nikki Tutorials. Everybody started freaking out about this palette. Funny story, sidebar, before it was even mentioned by like any bigger YouTubers, I actually saw this and I was like, I kind of want it, but I haven't seen swatches of it. I don't know how the formulas are. I had it in my shopping cart for about like 2 or 3 weeks on the website, and I was going back and forth about it because I was like, do I want it? It looks like something that I have. I was very indecisive about it, so at the time I was like, you know, Court, you're going back and forth about it. It's not meant to be. But then I saw swatches and everyone was all over it, and then they took it down to my shopping cart, and I was like, should have just got it then and there, and if you didn't like it, just return it. So I actually was put on a email list for when it came back in stock, and I got it very quickly actually when it came back in stock. So wasn't a horrible story, but these shadows are absolutely gorgeous. They are insanely pigmented, you guys. Honestly, if you haven't seen swatches or YouTube looks on this or tutorials, go look them up because they are insane. Again, you are getting, I think you're getting like 4 or 5 mattes. The rest are shimmers and metallics. These 2 mattes right here are my absolute favorite when I'm using this palette for a transition shade, because the rest of these down here, the mattes, are very dark. So in my opinion, you need these 2 to go in with these darker 2. So this palette, I absolutely love it. You can make it very neutral, very simple, very easy for daytime by just popping a few of those colors in your crease. This one very light on your lid, and bam, you're good to go. Put some lashes on, whatever, call it a day. But then you can also transition it into a very dark dramatic, because you're getting that deep brown, you're getting those deep shimmers in there, you're getting those rusty reds and those oranges and everything in there. Absolutely love this palette, and I don't have a palette like this that's this warm, believe it or not. I have a lot of neutrals, but I don't have one that has so many warm tones in it like this, and not that many shimmer shades like this either. That's what I liked about it too, because I don't own any like shades like this or anything like that. So that's what I really like about it and what I really gravitate towards. So palette, everyone and their brother probably owns this already, and I don't blame them because honestly it's freaking amazing. Like, why wouldn't you? So it's by BH Cosmetics. I've never tried any of their shadows before ever, and I was totally going out on a whim with this when I bought it. I was like, it's 15 bucks. I've heard nothing but great things about it, so let me try it. Absolutely blown away. Like, honestly, I put the quality of these shadows up there with like it's in my top 5. So honestly, that's saying a lot because it's up there with like my Kat Von D, my Anastasia. I reach for this all the time, you guys. So the pan size is more smaller, as you can tell, but honestly I don't mind it because I only paid $15 for it. So I don't mind that the pan sizes are maybe the size of a quarter, probably a little bit smaller, but I don't mind it because the quality of the shadows is so amazing and you don't need a lot, and they are so incredibly pigmented. It's so crazy. So you're getting 10 eyeshadows, you get a few mattes in here along with the rest. This whole bottom row is shimmers, ooh, I believe. So you're getting great quality shadows. You're getting a very nice diverse kind of shadow colors in here and everything. So, and I actually did a tutorial, I'll link it down below, using this palette for going into fall. It's like a plum smoky eye, and I use this whole top row for it because this shade right here makes an awesome transition shade. Those two plum shades right there on the bottom by themselves on the outer corner, amazing. And then I like to pop this one on the lid, or one of these on the lid, and it's so gorgeous. I'll link the tutorial below for you guys, but it is just so amazing. And then you're also getting 4 huge highlights down there. So I haven't tried the highlights just yet on my face. I have used it for like brow bones and paired it on my lid and everything, and they are so gorgeous. So let me actually, I'm gonna swatch one right here. Okay, so there's a swatch of the pink highlight. Very soft, very smooth. So, and this is actually still available on the BH Cosmetics website. I will find it and link it down below for you guys. So because this has been out for quite some time, and I know it was limited edition, but I think because of just how crazy it blew up, I think they might be keeping it around. But absolutely love this palette, you guys. If you're in the market or looking for a really nice, amazing quality, affordable eyeshadow palette, please pick this one up because again, you're getting all the eyeshadows plus the highlights. So if you're just getting into highlights, or if you're looking around for highlighters or something and you don't want to splurge on an Anastasia one or a Glow Kit or a Becca one that's like $30 or something, pick this up, you guys. It is such an amazing deal with a great quality product. My top palettes for 2016. Let me know if you guys like any of these palettes. Share your favorite palettes down below and let me know what you guys want to see next. So I will see you guys next time in my next video, and make sure you're subscribed. Bye!